Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakahakwadash. Double honors to my elder apostles, to my elder bishops, and to my elder teachers of Great Millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and also peace, love, blessings, and salutations unto the elect. All right, shalom, shalom to you few sisters, to you Akwaf out there that listen and follow this truth in all sincerity. Shalom to you sisters, to you Akwaf. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the priest Ayin Wah from the GMS South Carolina Midlands camp, coming back once again through the spirit and through the power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. And, I want to go into this lesson on, the sufferings, how the Lord, put us, he's putting us through the furnace of afflictions, right? These afflictions, they got to happen. Ultimately, it's our rite of passage. Okay, we got to go through that straight gate in order to make it into the kingdom. As a matter of fact, let me start off with that, right? Let me start with that first. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. And it reads, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction," right? And ultimately, following, the ways of Babylon is going to lead you to destruction, right? The same path that these peons follow, right? Thinking about, white Jesus, Christianity, all these other different religions, calling on these different names, these false gods, that's going to lead you to your destruction, following the ways of wickedness and not righteousness, man. Okay, as the scripture says, woe to them that call evil good and good evil, roughly paraphrasing. Because this world, they look at us, speaking about the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the true prophets, Lord willing, I'm of the elect. First and foremost, beginning with the elder apostles, elder bishops, elder teachers on down. Lord willing, we all are of the elect, the 144,000. The world looks at what we're doing as wicked, as evil, right? Condemning wickedness, condemning the so-called white man, his rulership and everything that he stands for, right? They deem what we're doing as wicked. Okay, so we're not supposed to follow these wicked ass people, because all of them are going to die. They're going to be destroyed, man. Okay, it says, "And many there be which go in thereat," verse 14, "because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." Okay, now that word straight ultimately means a narrow, difficult path. Okay, I remember a few years ago, Elder Apostle Tahar made this video about, I forget where it's at. I believe it's somewhere in South America. I believe it's called the Darien Strait or Darien Strait. I'm going to have to go back and look it up. But it's an extremely difficult course, full of, rocks, it's kind of like a jungle or a rainforest type of ordeal, but it's full of dangerous animals. Okay, and also you have, bandits or whatever you want to call them that can snatch you up, because ultimately it was a northern tribe. I forget exactly where they were going. It was a few years ago when I watched this, but I think they were trying to make it to the Americas or somewhere. They were trying to leave their country, but in order to get to where they were going, they had to go through this straight, narrow, dangerous path, and majority, I believe over half usually don't make it, you know. But anyways, that word straight just means a difficult path. And when it comes to this truth, it's not easy, right? It's simple, but it's not easy, right? The Lord has laid out everything we need to do in order to be delivered, right? Obey him, right? Teach this word first and foremost, fear him, obey him, teach this word, right? Do as he commanded us to do, right? But it comes with a lot of difficulty as far as having to try to balance, your worldly, flesh, in this everyday life, right? Having to go to work, take care of your family, do the things that you got to do. That comes with its own challenges, right? But also at the same time, we have to make sure that we're on point in the spirit. Okay. Demons are constantly, fucking with us. We're going through certain ailments, right? So it's not easy. But at the end of the day, it's necessary because the Lord is preparing us for the kingdom. He's purging us of our iniquities. Okay. And he's getting us right. And it's going to pay off in the long run, man. Okay. So now let's go from there. I know a lot of y'all know where I'm going. Let's go to Sirach, the 2nd chapter, right? And we're going to start at the 1st verse. And it reads, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Okay, so when we step into this arena of truth, when we step into this ministry, right, we hear this word. We were ultimately, where once we heard this word, we knew that it was the truth, right? We believed that fear, first and foremost, came into our spirits, and we were looking for a way to escape the destruction, right? We were looking for a way to be pleasing in the sight of the Lord, because ultimately the Lord has allowed us to understand what's pleasing unto him and what's displeasing unto him, right? So we believed, and ultimately we found out as we continue to get built up in this truth, in this faith, that eventually we were going to have to go out and teach. We were going to have to pick up our crosses, right? And get on this journey, this path to our salvation, man. Okay, and there's no turning back. So with that, we're going to be tempted. We're going to be tested, in the flesh, in the spirit. We're going to be tried. But at the end of the day, who is our greatest example? Yahweh Shai himself. Okay, and then our forefathers of old, the prophets of old, right? So the Lord has given us the blueprint on how to be on how to become immortal, okay, in righteousness, right? Verse 2: "Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." Right? Get your mind right. Get ready to endure all of the challenges that comes with being in this faith. Okay. And whenever you're in a low situation, whenever, the Lord has it to where, you might be in a bind, it may not be necessarily, well, I'll say it like this. You may be in a bind, and, you in the flesh, you want to get out of that situation as quick as possible. But the Lord has you in that situation for a reason. Understand what the Lord is teaching you, man. That sometimes the Lord got to sit your ass down for a while. Okay, so that you can figure things out, understand things, understand what the Lord is teaching you. Right. So don't try to get out of a situation all quick. And then you can end up finding yourself in an even worse situation because you, try to quickly get out of the situation that the Lord put you in. Okay. So it says, "Make not haste in time of trouble." Verse 3: "Cleave unto him." Cleave unto who? Cleave unto who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? At the end of the day, we're going to lose on this side as far as, the worldly possessions, family, whatever the case may be. We're going to lose on this side. Go ahead and get that into your mind. Now, the Lord can have mercy to where he delivers you and your household. But mentally, we got to be in the mindset of being prepared to lose everything in the flesh, but to gain everything in the spirit. Okay, that's what we're seeking for. Okay, because that's what's going to lead to salvation. Right. So, and the Lord puts us through certain things so that we can detach from Babylon, man. Okay, the Lord may have to take away certain things from you. Okay, but we got to be in that mindset of being prepared to lose, worldly possessions or whatever, but we're looking to gain, everything in the spirit, man. Okay, so we got to cleave unto the Lord, right? Hey, your family may come against you, right? Certain loved ones, at work, people may, outcast you, right? Because you're not on the same type of time that they're on. But that's all right. At the end of the day, hey, fuck this world, man. Okay, this world is getting ready to pass away. Pursuant to, what is that, 1 John? Real quick. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. And you see right there, it says, do not love the world. St. John, 1 John chapter 2, verse 15, excuse me. Love not the world. So don't love this current rulership that's being ruled by the wicked. This is his world. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, mainly speaking about that top 1% wicked elite. This is their world. That's why everything is wicked, right? It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So if you love this current world, that means you hate Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the Lord is going to show his hatred towards you with extreme judgment, punishment, pain, suffering. Okay. Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world, being carnal and not spiritual. Verse 17 being the point, and the world passeth away. So this world, this current rulership is about to pass away, and we're seeing it. Okay. And the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai abideth forever. You see, so we ain't worried about the things of this world, man. We're trying to make it on the fathership, man. We're trying to be a part of that second Esdras, the second chapter, around the 40th verse on down. The crowning, the crowning ceremony of the elect. Okay, we want to hear our Lord Yahweh Shai himself. We want to see him place crowns on our heads and tell us, job well done. It's not going to be a greater feeling than that, man. And the kingdom, look, man, the kingdom is going to be far out. Blessings on top of blessings. Just like when you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Of course, we understand the 15th verse down to the 68th verse goes into the curses. But the first verse down to the 14th verse goes into the blessings. So ultimately, we're going to be blessed, extremely blessed, man. And we can't even fathom the things that the Lord is going to bestow upon us and give unto us. OK, so put into your mind, as far as this world that we're living in right now, hey, fuck this world, man. Just do what the Lord desires us to do. OK, do the things that are pleasing in the sight of the Lord, and whatever comes our way, take it on the chin and keep it pushing, man. OK. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Let me go back to verse 3. I don't believe I finished verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Right? We're going to be increased. We're going to get those spiritual powers, those new bodies. Okay. We're going to see our enemies. We're going to see the downfall of our enemies. We're going to see the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, the righteous judgment. Okay. The 2/3 are going to get what they got coming to them, right? Of course, the heathen. So, hey, man, at the end of the day, we got to continue to cleave unto the Lord, and even more as each day goes past, because each day that goes forward, we're getting closer and closer to Jacob's trouble, closer and closer to all hell breaking loose, man. To where, hey, look, we're going to completely lean upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see? Verse 4, whatsoever is brought, and really we're leaning upon completely leaning upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai right now. But it's levels, right? Because we still can, go to work, get some money to go to the grocery store, get food. But soon, all of that is about to be taken away. It's going to be a total blackout out here, man. To where we really got to be in the spirit and trusting and having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai to provide for us, man, to protect us. All right. See, these other Israelite camps, they don't know what the fuck is about to go down. speaking about your IUICs, your ISUPKs, okay, and, you know, all these other alphabet Israelite camps who don't teach the truth, right? But when it comes to us at Great Millstone, beginning with the elder apostles, elder bishops, elder teachers on down, the elders of '07 on down, when it comes to us, we're truly putting our faith and all of our chips on the table and betting the house on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, delivering us, protecting us, providing for us, man. Okay. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay, so the Lord, he likened us unto those precious stones, right? And each stone, each brother represents a part of the kingdom, that third temple being built. The Lord is dwelling with us. You know, Lord willing, I endure to the end, all of us, beginning with the elder apostles, elder bishops, elder teachers on down, right? That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. But who else is doing what we're doing, man? I want to say that too. We just got to endure, man. All right. But we have to say that we're of the hopeful elect because we don't know if we are the elect or not. But that keeps us on our toes, man. Okay. You got some guys talking about, you know, thinking that they already made it. And hey, look, man, the Lord is going to bring a lot of these guys. They're about to be in for a rude awakening, man. You know. So it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right. Let me grab this real quick. In Isaiah, real quick, Isaiah chapter 48, verse 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. You see that? So the Lord, ultimately, this is our rite of passage, man. For mine own sake, even for mine own sake, will I do it. For how should my name be polluted, and I will not give glory unto another? So this is our rite of passage. But ultimately, the Lord is doing this to deliver us, man. We just got to obey and endure. Okay, like it says in Matthew 24:13, we just got to endure and continue to obey and trust in the Lord. Never doubt the Lord, man. Okay, like it says here in Isaiah 59:1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear. So the Lord, he knows exactly what he's doing with us, man. We just got to trust the process, you know. But I just want to go into that quick lesson. Lord willing, this quick lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to my elder apostles, to my elder bishops, and to my elder teachers of Great Millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And also peace, love, blessings, and salutations unto the elect. Until next time, I want to say shalom. Kwam Yasharallah, Abba Babal. Shalom.